When House Bill 2414 got to the floor of the Oklahoma House of Representatives, the view on the measure became clear. It faced an uphill battle as Democrats and a large group of Republicans opposed the bill for different reasons. Debate was passionate and heated. Here is a sampling in this ONR Extra.
Keeping these children from becoming smokers and helping to incentivize other Oklahomans to quit will reduce our health care costs by $1.62 billion. Did you hear what I said? $1.62 billion. It will save $264 million in Medicaid costs alone, costs that are directly tied to smoking, and 25% of the population smoke.
The bill we have before us today is the largest tax increase in state history built on the back of middle-income families. In fact, over the next 3 years, this legislation will raise taxes on middle-income families and the working poor more than $1 billion, while we're only going to ask in this piece of legislation for oil and gas to pay somewhere between $30 and $40 million. And let's pass a revenue plan that actually makes the wealthiest industry in the world pay the same as every Oklahoma taxpayer pays, 5%. Courage isn't taxing. We had a speech from the gentleman from Enid about courage. Courage isn't taxing single moms more when they fill up at the pump. Courage isn't making it harder for people to reach the American dream by increasing taxes on middle-income families. Courage, folks, is standing up to the most powerful industry on the planet and telling them no. No more free passes at the expense of middle-income families. Not in Oklahoma. Never again.
Many in this chamber, they don't give a darn about raising taxes. Their whole plan, it was mentioned earlier, what, $1.4 billion? You don't care. So don't stand here and try to sell some bill of goods like you give a crap. You don't. I don't know if it's because I've been here for 11 years. Maybe I'm just getting tired. I'm getting tired of the fact, are we serious about our job? Or are we just going to give platitudes and give speeches? And I fear that's what we've come to, is just giving speeches.
We're not in this mess because cigarettes are too cheap. We're not in this mess because gas prices are too cheap. We're in this mess because of $1.5 billion worth of income tax cuts, $2 billion worth of tax credits and exemptions, and the most generous gross production tax cuts of any major oil and gas producing state in the nation. That's why we're here. And your solution, your courageous solution, is to raise $400 million on the backs of middle-class families and ask the oil and gas industry this next year to not offer 1 red cent to the bottom line. That's not courage. That's disgusting. We're not voting it down because of big tobacco. We're not voting it down because we don't want to see revenue to come to the state to fund teacher pay and health care and roads and bridges. We're voting it down because we know this isn't the shared solution we need. And the only way we get it is by forcing you guys to compromise.
We cut $650 million out of state government 2 years ago. We cut $1.3 billion out of government last year. And we have a $1 billion shortfall this year. But I'm just going to be honest, hypocrisy goes all across this room. Because some of the people railing with the Republican platform are the same ones asking me every day for a supplemental. They're asking me every day for a line item to keep their extension offices open. You don't get it both ways, people. It doesn't work that way. We're 49th in everything in this state. Obesity rates, smoking, educational outcomes. Are you proud of that? All we want to do is tread water. Let's talk about it being a spending problem. Let's listen to our conservative think tanks. Let's go the way of Kansas and Sam Brownback. How's that working for you? Boy, they're doing great. Just read the magazine. Guess what? It's lies. They are falling apart north of us. I don't want to take that path. I want to take the path of Ron Norick, Kirk Humphreys, and Mick Cornett. I want to invest in our state the way they invested in Oklahoma City.
Well, when the smoke cleared, Bill 2414 did not get the supermajority it needed for immediate passage, 51 to 46 was enough to put the issue on the November 2018 ballot, but that will not be in time to rescue the 2018 fiscal year budget, which begins July the 1st.